Welcome back again, everybody. All right, I tried uploading my last live stream just a few minutes ago, and I somehow deleted it. And I know I've been trying to put out a video every single day this month, so I thought we would try this again. Now, if you stayed with me on my last one, that was like coffee in the car review. Well, we've given up on the coffee. We've moved on to the wine. So I'm actually trying this. I like Apothic red wine. And I thought I would try this Apothic Crush wine, which it's a little weak, but not bad. Anyway, if for those of you just tuning in, I was just saying that I accidentally deleted my last upload, so I am going to just basically kind of review everything we just did, which is just a quick walkthrough of my haunt, sneak peek, because I'm working on it. I took the day off today, and the day off tomorrow, and the day off after so I can clean up. But I'm putting things together very last minute, drinking my wine. This isn't going to help. But where we were before, I went to Starbucks. It was actually going to be a coffee in the car review. I taste tested that Witch's Brew Frappuccino. I'll save you some time and effort. It's disgusting. Don't drink it. Stick to the wine instead. So anyway, after that, we just did kind of a quick look at what I'm doing with my yard here. I pulled my car into the garage now. You can kind of see I haven't done much since the last time we looked at it. Oh, I did want to actually show you. I know it's kind of dark. Hopefully you can see it. You know, I said, if you watched my Tapping Witch review, I did say I hated it and I couldn't get it to work. Well, do you see her there just sort of like peeking through the window? Oh, I forgot to turn it on, but I know it's hard to see anything with the lighting in here, but she's peeking out through those boards, and I have one of those flicker lights behind her, so I thought that was going to be extra creepy here in the garage where I'm going to have my witch set up. My food area, again, we already saw all this. There's nothing really new. But we'll move outside. So right outside my garage is going to be my it's where all the party tables are going to be set up. I usually set up 6 or 7 tables and chairs and whatnot. This is where the ghosts are. I've got over there my inflatable ghost tree. And then here by the garage, I'm going to have my inflatable archway and a couple of those tall ghosts, the inflatable ghosts that I did reviews on this year. And then here, where it kind of leads into my backyard, I'm going to have my tall man in chains right here. You can see here are some of my ghosts that we did with the dollar store tablecloths. I'm going to have to fix them. I have to fix them every couple of days because the wind sort of knocks them around. You can't see it, but I ran a piece of fishing line from the tree over there to the house, and they kind of all sit on that same fishing line and they move back and forth, and it's crazy. But anyway, I put up some of those columns there, and I've got the lights that'll go all the way around the area here and all the way up and down the driveway. But right over here is going to be my cemetery. Again, more ghosts. Which way am I going? I can't even spin around correctly. I've clearly had too much wine. But moving on, here's my mausoleum. I built this the first year that we lived here, just out of, you can kind of see it if we look inside, maybe, just those, wood furring strips, I think, and then painted them black. And then on the outside, I put the fake brick plastic. But one thing that I think is very important when you do projects like this is to put the black plastic on the inside, otherwise it rips. If you kind of noticed, if you looked real closely at my where I have my 3 witch frames where the unliving portraits are going, if you watched that sneak peek before, I did not put the black plastic on, and it fell and it ripped very easily. I was very upset. But anyway, here's my mausoleum. It's much more well built. I've got a few of those spider lights to swirl around inside, and a fluorescent light there because it will really play off my zombie inside, and his eyes really glow in the fluorescent light, and I think that's pretty cool. And then down here is my little zombie that's a fog machine, and he moves his head around, so that's going to be kind of fun. We're kind of moving backwards. We're starting at the end and moving up the driveway rather than the other way around. And If you watched my last video, Tom talked about doing all the music zones. So down there we're going to have the party area, and that's where we're going to play party music. And then up here, where we sort of move, actually you can kind of see my columns here. I've got 2 of them, but I can't quite put them together. On Halloween Day, I'll move those onto the driveway, and it has a little archway that goes over with lights, and that's the entrance to my cemetery area. But here past the cemetery is my pumpkin army zone. And originally I had intended to put like jungle music here with like the heavy drum thumping noise, but it just wasn't creepy enough. So we have decided to put instead just the theme from the movie Halloween, because everyone loves that. It's very creepy. But there is my pumpkin patch prowler. I have put him out a little bit early. I put him out last night. I'm trying to get a good shot here. Kind of see all my pumpkins going up and down the driveway. I don't usually like to put things out, but the weather's supposed to be really gorgeous. As you can see, I'm in my t-shirt, my Camp Crystal Lake t-shirt. It's in the 70s, and tomorrow's supposed to be 78 degrees, which is kind of bad for me for my costume, because if you watched my costume sneak peek, I'm not doing that. I picked something else, and I have to wear a coat with it, and it's going to be very hot, so that's a bad plan. Over here is my haunted house inflatable that's going to go here on my canopy, and that I had on the front of my canopy last year. This year it's going to be on the back of the canopy because, you know, I like to keep everything different all the time. So my canopy here, I'm still kind of putting the side walls on. I can't put the end walls on until tomorrow after Tom leaves for work, because as it is, we can still drive cars through here. But, you know, once I put the end walls on, that's going to be a problem. So once Tom leaves for work tomorrow, this is all down here. What we've just seen is going to really get put together. And hopefully it'll be a little bit nicer and scarier. But my canopy is just here at the end of my driveway. And it's very easy to make. You know, I just took, again, just like I did in the Mausoleum. My arm is getting very tired. This is the second time I've had to do this. I just built this out of the furring strips, painted them black, put the black plastic on, and then the outside of them is again more that brick pattern. I really like that. It just kind of looks creepy to me. But it's very simple. I built them in 5-foot sections. You can kind of see there's one laying on the ground there. And then just screwed the sections together. And this will pretty much stand on its own, but I have taken a zip tie and just zip tied it to the canopy frame, and it's very sturdy, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But then on the ends, tomorrow, I'll put on 2 end panels on each side, and then the archway will act as a doorway. Here is kind of a bar I improvised for the middle of the room. You can kind of see my bat up there. I'll show you from the other side. Isn't it cute? But anyway, I will hang on that bar a divider using some of those dollar store tablecloths, and then for the center it's going to be some hanging chains that people will walk through. So this is actually going to be divided into 2 rooms, because out here at my driveway front is going to be, you can see I kind of started putting them out. I'm going to have the sinking pirate ship on one side, and then the battle pirate ship over there, and I'm going to be playing pirate music. If you watched my walkthrough last year, it'll be the same music, where one side is like sound effects of cannons and gunfire and everything, and the other side is going to be that sort of like Pirates of the Caribbean kind of pirate music, which is always fun. And then in the center, we're going to have that pirate archway that I reviewed a few videos back. So it's going to be fun. I bought some new lights. I've got some little ground lights over here. Can you see them? Oh, I'm being blinded by the sun. I can't tell if that was in there, but I bought some new ones because originally I was just going to put red lights on there. But I was at Home Depot buying my extension cords, my $1 zillion worth of extension cords for the 2nd year in a row. But the new lights that I got are supposed to be more of that, what do you call it? I'm blanking, but it's more of a ethereal effect. So I'm hoping the color scheme, because you can like set it to whatever color you want, I can get more blue, because Tom really wanted this to be blue to be watery, but I didn't have those. I've been using my red fire and ice lights that I have. So moving on down is my parking pad. Just keep walking backwards here. So this is the, yeah, we have a weird 5-car parking pad at the end of our, driveway, because why? I don't know. Came that way. But there is a path here that goes to my front door that some years we will put decorations down that path, but it's always kind of scary because there's lots of steps and there's a bridge and there aren't railing. I mean, there's a railing over the bridge, but it just feels like it's dangerous. So I've got that Funhouse inflatable with the scary clown head there. And then I bought some mums to hide some lights that were going to shine on it. And then my Jack Skellington pumpkins on the side. I'm not actually going to put Jack Skellington out this year, but I'm going to put those pumpkins out because I think they're pretty cool. But then I'm going to block this off with some of that do not enter tape, just so it makes it its own little special zone, and it's going to have carnival music playing up here. So that'll be fun. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the cars. Last year I made it into a car crash and it looked like there were zombies and whatnot. Tom kind of wants to put skeletons out here looking like they're throwing bodies in the trunk of the car. Might do that. I don't know yet. And then just a little bit further down, I've got a little scarecrow. The pumpkin. We lit him up last year. Here's my garden. I'm very proud of it. Put it in last year. It's, next to the road is like the only place in my whole house I get sun. But I also put in this nice little path, this garden path down. And I'm afraid that people might kind of try and walk in there. So I have put my big old inflatable, it's 12 foot, that says Halloween fun this way. So hopefully it'll point them that way, which I'm afraid then that they will look at the funhouse area arch and be like, but I can't get in. I don't know. This is clearly not that well thought out. So they'll pass the pumpkin arch. Lots of cars going by, looking at me. Probably, here I am just walking along the road with my big glass of wine, holding a phone. But so they'll keep walking down here, walk through my pirate canopy. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I was doing in here. So in here, I've divided it into 2 rooms, which I'm going to, again, use the tablecloths to sort of divide that up. But once you walk in, it's going to be my pirate animatronic, and then just like a skeleton hanging in some chains here, dressed as a pirate, of course. But then you're going to walk into the second side, which again is, they're only like, it's about like 5 feet, from the bar to the end. So it's going to be very narrow, and you're going to have an animatronic here on the second section, because like what's going to go well transitioning from pirate? Nothing really. So I'm going to put my tall werewolf here, and then on the other side my giant spider. And so those are going to kind of be like looming over you as you walk through this little area. So hopefully it'll be pretty terrifying, because there's no other way to my front door. So kids are going to have to go through, and they are going to cry, and I'm going to laugh. So then you walk through again, my little pumpkin army area, to my cemetery area. If you're just tuning in, there's a lot of work left to do. I'm just giving you kind of a sneak peek, because my last video that I uploaded accidentally got deleted and I have nothing else to put up today. And then we come to our party zone area with the ghosts and my garage where the food and pizza will be. So that's it. Thank you all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed looking at what I am trying to accomplish by tomorrow. So lots of work. I better get to it, but I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. I'll probably be doing another live video tomorrow around 3:30 or 4, just to hopefully do another walkthrough with you of the completed area. And then we'll do like a real nice shot of everything at night to upload the next day. So stay tuned. Even if you miss the live video tomorrow, I'll have some good shots and other video up later. If you haven't checked out my inside walkthrough, make sure you do. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy haunting.